welcome to another episode of Die Another Day. It is, we're not going to say how many episodes this is this year because we've been naughty, I'm sorry. But it's December 13th and this is episode 41. So excited. And it's almost Christmas.
It is.
But we're doing a Rhinebeck review.
We're doing a Rhinebeck review because, you know how life is supposed to get less busy after the kids go back to school in the summer?
No, because you just fill your lives up with more things.
It didn't.
No.
So, like a quick recap of what we've been doing.
What have we been doing?
What have we been doing? So,
everything.
The weekend before Rhinebeck, obviously Rhinebeck weekend, and the two weekends after, I was away in the States for Rhinebeck and for lacrosse tournaments, and then I had a lacrosse meeting in Niagara Falls the weekend after that. So 5 weekends in a row, I didn't sleep in my own bed. And then I got home and I decided to paint my house. Not this room. Not this room.
Did you see my
different
eyes go?
room? But then I was up and down.
Wow.
It's so pretty. You can't even tell.
You did a great job.
So I was up and down the ladder. It was my living room, and we have 9-foot ceilings, so I was up and down the ladder, like cutting in. And the next day I could barely walk.
Oh my God.
And then I was complaining to my husband and my brother-in-law about it, and they didn't have so much sympathy for me. Turns out, which I'd forgotten already, but apparently they were still a little bit sore about it. They coach my son's baseball team, and the week before I painted, the team had to do a lot of burpees. And they had been very sore, and I had maybe called them old guys or something, like So when
you walked into that one, so now you're
Yeah.
old. I'm sorry. I'm
not-
still older than you.
Yeah, there wasn't much sympathy to be gained there, but
I painted a room in my house, and a room and 2 walls.
and you did some firework, Reno.
Yes,
which I
we
saw,
renovated
and it
the
looks
fireplace.
amazing.
Thank you very much.
I love the
I should put that on
stone.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know why we chose that one? Is because my husband's scared of mortaring. So we had to specifically choose a stone that kind of like interlocks and is all like...
Yeah, all sort of different.
I'll post a picture on
shades. It's really
Instagram.
pretty.
Yeah. And then, well, you'll see it on Instagram, but I'll show it later. I have something to show. But it's not, we have to start Rhinebeck. Let's do this
Yes.
as chronologically, that's a fancy word, as possible.
So Rhinebeck was
I
awesome.
can't even remember what so long.
We I think both went down on the Thursday. So we didn't stay in the same house this year.
No.
We're not fighting. We just stayed separately. She was on a girls' trip and I was on a couples trip.
Yeah.
So we stayed in different places, and I think we both went down Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah. And I stayed in a house with Patricia of Paradise Islands.
Oh my God, she's the cutest little thing ever. Oh my God.
The height difference between us is ridiculous.
There's not many people who make me feel
It's
tall.
so funny. She posted this one picture of the two of us standing by the main entrance to Rhinebeck, and it was really funny. And my like scarf was covering her face. It was hilarious. And her husband, and then Chili Knits and her husband, Eric from 6 Plus Twine and his partner Sebastian, and oh shoot, who am I forgetting?
Sandy came.
Sandy came. We made her come. She wasn't going to come. We asked her a lot, and then we got to the house. It's so funny because we had been there. We had all settled in, went into our bedrooms and all this stuff, and then the next morning, we're like, there's another bedroom. We didn't even know that there was another room in the house. So we're sitting down for breakfast.
Do you know, like, my brain goes to all the murdery things that could have happened with a random room in a house.
And there was a finished basement that also had like couches and stuff down there, but there was a whole bedroom. So
she had to come.
So we FaceTimed Sandy while we were having breakfast and basically forced her to come. Like, get in the car, come now. We're not letting you go until you come, or we'll post embarrassing pictures of you. So she came down.
Good.
And that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of really fun house.
Speaking of rooms you didn't know were there, so in our room, I was sharing with Jen, the yarn therapist, and we put our suitcases in front of what we assumed was the closet based on the location in the room. And so then we did a hot tub and we ate dinner and we did all that, and then we're like, hey, there's supposed to be 2 bathrooms in this house, because we found like the one bathroom, and then we couldn't find the second bathroom, and we were like That's a
Figuring it would
lot
be
of
off the main
girls,
hall or
right?
something,
That's a lot of girls for one bathroom because there
So
was
you have a walk-in
6
bathroom?
of us.
Ensuite bathroom?
Yeah, so it turns out the closet was like literally a tiny door like this, tiny door, opened up to the world's smallest ensuite. But it had like a really...
I thought it was going to be this big glorious bathroom.
No. It was one of those like sinks that was sideways, so it was only like this far away from the wall.
Oh.
Like, you know, one of those sideways...
Yeah, where you can barely get your hands in without splashing
so when
all over
like
yourself.
me with my voluptuous hips would sit on the
The can.
and like I would literally touch walls. Get the can opener.
Well, that's obviously an afterthought.
But it was nice to have like right the second bathroom. But that was kind of fun. But yeah, great time. Except our house is like out in like the woods because Rhinebeck is a little woody.
Yeah.
And like we were out on the hot tub one night. And it was like midnight and it's dark and we start hearing these like animal noises and I'm like, the murderers are here. We need to go inside now. And I was making everybody like lock the doors and lock their windows. And we were staying with country people who live in the country, and they're like, but we don't lock our windows. I was like, you're locking your windows. I am not getting murdered in Rhinebeck. So, yeah I was a great housemaid.
Our house is sort of on the outskirts of town, and we thought it was going to be nice and quiet, but it was a pretty busy road that it was on. Apparently.
Oh, no.
So I really didn't sleep very well, though it was the most
I don't think it was the traffic that was making you not sleep. I heard there was copious amounts of going on.
We had some pisco sours.
I'm pretty sure Christina was inebriated for a whole weekend. There
was people from Chile in our house. Like, we didn't have much choice.
Yeah, it went in the eggs. It went in the pancakes. There was flask for lunch. I mean, it is what it is. It's okay. It happens.
It was good. And no, it was a lot of fun. We had a man cave out in the garage. There was like a pool table and ping pong table. There was exercise equipment. Who needed that?
I was gonna say, what man has like extra in his man cave?
We sat and there was like music and stuff out there. There was a pool, which obviously was not open, and a hot tub. But it was a really nice house, and we ate like kings and queens. Oh my god, the food! Everybody had like a day where they were cooking, and then I'm like, I'm gonna make cinnamon buns,
and I didn't even get one. So we are fighting.
Well,
just for the record. I just laid it out.
The first batch turned out like hockey pucks. They were terrible. And then also I didn't have a rolling pin, so I had to improvise.
Yeah, you did.
I used a wine bottle. It worked. It was round. It worked just fine. Then I went to Rhinebeck, and at Rhinebeck I bought a rolling pin. And then I was all worried, like, can I bring this back over the border because it's made out of wood? You're not supposed to bring plant products and stuff. So what I did was I conveniently left it at the house and then made Eric bring it back. Actually, that was not planned, but I guess it kind of will come
Eric,
off that way.
So should we show what we got at Rhinebeck?
Yeah, let's start with Needles Up.
Needles Up. So you know what my favorite thing from the whole weekend was? My Needles Up bag.
I'm so upset I didn't see these.
And
I couldn't get anywhere near their like
at all of
swag.
I got
table. I didn't get
Needles
that either.
One. I
okay,
got
Sue Chels, I need one of these.
Isn't it adorable?
For Christmas.
I love it. And I got a few other pens from people. I've got that fun one, and then I got and then you bought me the actual
official Rhinebeck
pin. One, the Rhinebeck pin, and then I got a fun little just one in. And then the best part of this, bam! Everybody,
bonus points if you're watching this and you signed this bag.
Right? I didn't get everybody, but I did try and get. I don't want to cover your face, but I'm gonna have to see if you can find your name.
That's super fun.
Yeah. So I wish I'd gotten more people to sign like the front and stuff, but I'll do it again next year. So there's fun. So if you see yourself,
that's super fun.
So I can't wash it, which means I can't. Well, actually, it's Sharpie. I could probably wash it. I don't know.
Get some of that canvas cleaner from Fringe.
Right? Well, I'm just not using it. It's kind of like just hanging on the wall. And I think that's where I'll keep it. Like, I don't think it'll be like an everyday usage one.
A nice memento.
Yeah. I'm really happy with that. And the bag itself, I mean, it's super adorbs. So, super happy with that. And then Needles Up is where I spent most of my money, actually. We both hit this place.
I went to Needles Up because Tuft Woolens was going to be there, and I love Tuft Woolen. I think I've gone on about them before, how I love their hand bombs. So I think, did we both get the cider donut?
Yeah, mine, I'm almost done.
A cider donut?
A cider donut is what lives beside my knitting chair and like my little needle bin.
These live in my project bags. I think I have 7 of them.
These are the only 2 I haven't opened yet. So I have the apple cider, I have the s'mores, and I had, I can't remember, but I've already used it all. I have espresso vanilla left and chai spice. And I bought a chapstick and I really like it too.
Oh, see, I didn't get one. I wanted to get the donut one.
It feels really nice. I got the apple cider donut one, and it's so nice. And I like the lip things. Like, I'm a little picky about what I put on my lips, and it's really moisturizing. It's nice.
Yeah, I got the sugar skull. I also got this honey apple, but it's living in a project bag. I can't find it. And then I got luxury bath bars. This one here is sugar skull. And
I love the color.
This one is black orchid. I already have, I think I got a vanilla almond one. That one's already in use, so.
I'm glad you didn't bring it down. I mean, there's
I have a couple of her sock soaps too. I know I have 2, I think I have a Chai Spice Him Balm, and then I know I bought 2 of the sock soaps. And then I think about the s'more sock.
You know what I like doing with this stuff? Is putting it right on like my fingernail. Yeah, my nail bed. Because I get really, I don't know, like really bad at the sides. I don't know what you call those.
Yeah, I do too.
And not necessarily hangnails, but it's like the side of my finger gets really dry. Yeah, I see like that one right there. Yeah. So yeah, I find that really helps.
Love them. So that was definitely the first place that I hit up.
Yeah.
And I went in, and then I went out, and then I saw what Patricia bought, and then I went back in to buy some more.
Well, did you see these?
I did, and I saw the maker too.
I know. I had a nice big hug from Paige the Framer.
They are a little bit too similar. Two of them. Oh my gosh,
she's pretty awesome. She
is.
Oh, see, and that's the pin,
the logo. Yeah.
The logo.
That was really cute.
And then we took a picture. The girls who and I were staying with in here, so I just have to frame
so
it.
Nice.
But I didn't want to do it until we freaking did this podcast.
It's been a while.
So I'm gonna put the picture of us in here that we took on our last day. We took one in front of the house.
Nice.
So it has the house and all of the people's, and I'm gonna frame this on the freaking wall, so I can do that now. Nice. Look, I can open it. Woo!
Love it. Love it.
All right,
and then I think I only bought one more thing at Needles Up, but it wasn't for me, so it's already been re-gifted. It was for a friend of ours who couldn't make it.
Oh, I bought her. So sweet.
She really wanted to go to something squid. Can't remember.
Yeah,
something squid. It was a shop that sold fiber, and she really wanted to go that because she loves the spinning wheel. So I went and I got recommendation from the owner on which base she recommended, and then I picked the colorway that I thought would fit. So
it was very special.
That's already been gifted like as soon as I got home.
She won't give me a cinnamon bun, but she'll buy fiber for people.
My cinnamon buns were terrible. They were terrible. Everybody tried to tell me that they were good. I'm like, guys. No, they're not. They're awful. I made a second batch. They were better. They were still not perfect. I didn't bring my recipe book, so I kind of had to wing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. You're right. You're off the hook. So I did get one more thing.
Ooh, it's fun.
Isn't that fun? And I haven't knit it because we haven't podcasted.
In forever.
So it's the bulky. And this one's called, I want to call it Kink, but it says Kirk. But I think Kink would be better.
The Kirk colorway.
Sorry, guys. It's now Kink. But isn't it fun? Look at the speckles. Oh, is it going to focus?
Maybe. Who knows? Probably not.
Look at that, guys. Oh my god.
Really nice.
It's like me in a skein.
So fun and speckly. I think that's one of Sue's colorways. I think she dyed the Gilmore Girls ones.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. I had a nice chat with Sue and Chelsea and little Miss Lily. Miss Lily P. And Sue wearing her Elton cardi.
Oh my gosh, she was so adorable.
So pretty. Look at that. It's so even too.
She's so pretty.
Because sometimes with speckles, you get the parts that weren't exposed that are unspeckled.
Just that, just right there. I want that. Just that.
It's like graffiti. Oh, that reminds me.
It's so soft.
We went to Baltimore. And then my son had to go to Graffiti Alley.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
It's a little scary. There was people drinking mouthwash.
Well, they'd have fresh breath.
Yeah, but I'm like, oh, let's not stay too long.
Right.
I was a little scared. But he had to go and play wall ball in Graffiti Alley. I'm like,
oh, I saw the picture though.
Sure,
that was cute.
that's the thing. Let's
nice.
do that.
This is going to become some kind of cowl about that length.
That's nice. I like it.
Right? I really like that. All right. And you know what else?
No?
I don't remember now. It's okay. Moving on.
All right.
As soon as those words came out of my mouth, I was like, I don't know how to finish the sentence.
And gone.
And gone. Squirrel! Okay.
And neither of us went to India Untangled. Somebody did offer us a ticket, but we were busy. I was busy.
I was already drunk, so it's okay. I mean, I drank responsibly.
That was the day Sandy arrived, so she didn't get there till the Friday, and we were back at the house waiting for Sandy to get there, and all of a sudden, Patricia starts cooking.
Just out of the blue.
Just out of the blue. Oh, no, I guess this must have been maybe Thursday night she started cooking. Out of the blue, starts cooking. We're all not capable of driving at this point. And she just whips up this enormous lasagna out of nowhere.
Girl, I like those kind of friends.
It was good.
So Rhinebeck proper.
Rhinebeck
I didn't get a
proper.
lot at Rhinebeck proper because I spent too much time talking to people and not enough time shopping.
Yeah, we got there early. Real early.
Oh, do you have your...
Because
This is why she got up early.
Harrisville
I like
Designs
sleeping.
were bringing, they had saved their, oh dear, I'm losing things. They had saved their shipment of this plum waxed feel bag to bring to Rhinebeck.
Not just my pants and your shirt. My pants, I can't lift my leg up high enough.
It was so nice. When it first came out, I'm like, no, I don't need it.
Almost
There you
there.
go.
There.
I was like, no, I don't need it. I have enough. But I needed it. And then Sandy needed it. So we were sitting at home and looking at maps. We were trying to figure out which entrance to go in order to get to Harrisville first. Like, which entrance was closest to Harrisville.
How many did they have, do you know?
20.
Oh.
Yeah, so odds were against us. And then we're like looking
Maybe
at
odds be ever in your
Instagram,
favor.
trying to figure out where in the building they were locating. So we knew which building they were in, but then we had to figure out where about in the building. So we figured out they were in a corner.
You're hardcore.
Yeah, and
I'm
it had
so
to be
impressed.
like either this corner or this corner. And then we got there in the morning. It was early and it was cold. And then as soon as the gates, when we bought our tickets in advance, as soon as the gates opened, my darling husband was like booking it. That was his job. Like literally get to these bags and get them. And he did. So
Nice.
I got the plum field bag from Harrisville Design. And then,
Can't just buy one.
and then Eric had wanted the camo one. I'm like, well, I kind of like the camo one, so I got it too. And then I may have accidentally bought a gray one.
I didn't know that. I didn't know you bought 3 of them.
I'm a little embarrassed, but also kind of proud.
Girl, embrace it.
it's
There's
my
nothing.
thing.
It's your thing. It is your life. You are a
It's
knitter.
my
You are a
thing.
dyer. You are
Yeah.
allowed to treat yourself to bags that you love. The only problem is you really have to use them because you're gonna have to work in the handles.
I know. I have to rotate them. But
Yeah,
this,
you gotta work
this
it in.
one here holds
You gotta
one
oil
of
up
my
your hands.
acquisitions in it. This is from Primrose Yarn Company.
That.
And
Squish.
I have the tags here. So let's see.
Ooh la la. They were one of the hot commodities, absolutely.
Okay. This one here is charcoal and glitter, which is obviously their
I
mohair
love
base.
the hits of the other color in there.
Yeah. And
It's not
then-
just like a taupey grayish. I like that
Okay,
word.
this one here is
Do you
kind
think
of.
grayish is in the dictionary or is it a made up word?
This is her MCNDK, and this is on Coachman's Cape. This is an 80-10-10. So I wanted to get something to make
Oh my
the
god. What did you
called?
make?
a kobu cat.
A who?
A kobuk.
I am not in the know. Oh my god, that's amazing!
It is huge.
Oh, but it looks
I
so
know
comfy.
it is huge.
No,
but
that's perfection.
I needed to cover my ears with my hair
Yes.
up.
Yes.
And my problem is
That's
I have
perfection. Let me see,
really
let me
thick
see.
hair, so it
Oh my god.
most hats pushes.
What
Most
did
hats
you-
get pushed off by all of the hair, and especially if I have it like tied back or in a.
That is a dense knit. What needle size did you use? She's a tight knitter, but that's like a dense.
No clue. Whatever the pattern said is what I did.
I love it.
So I cast that
Can
on.
you see that it has that like
halo? I cast it on when we went to Baltimore 2 weeks later, and we drove through Pennsylvania, which is where the dyer is from. Who was also going to Baltimore that day, which was coincidental.
I need to knit this. Oh my god! Did you knit it like right to the pattern?
Yeah.
Because I love the fit. I like wearing my hats like really low, and then I don't have to put makeup on my eyebrows. So
the only thing is, I have an allergy to alpaca yarns, and unfortunately that also counts mohair.
Oh no!
So it's not like I wasn't sneezing, like it wasn't bothering me at all when I was knitting it, but sometimes I'll get a little itchy on my forehead, just my forehead when I wear it.
You should put like a fabric band.
And then, you know what they don't have at Rhinebeck? Pom-poms.
You didn't find a pom-pom?
No, and we looked everywhere. The only ones we found were the really funky colored ones, like the bright pink, like those bold sort of color. But they didn't have
white one.
These like so I ended up coming home and I ordered some because I was looking for pom-poms for a couple of things. So I ordered a couple more.
Ooh.
They are from Woolly Knits and Crochet.
Nice. So my friend Kim from Ginger Snap That sent me a white pom-pom that looks almost exactly like this.
I love it.
And my daughter stole it to put on her. Okay, so to be fair, I knit her a Santa Claus hat because they, for the parades for her dance company, they wear Santa hats. And I'm like, my kid's gonna wear a dollar store hat. So of course I knit it and I use like the super fluffy white stuff and like a nice red wool. And then this is like the perfect pom-pom for it. So she had the best pom-pom of the whole studio.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna steal it back after Christmas because
well, like these ones
I'm
are
gonna
just a
make
tie-on kind.
Yeah,
It's just a
no,
tie-on
it's perfect.
ones.
Yeah.
It's
So
super easy to move them from one to the other.
Yeah. So thanks, Kim.
Yeah. So
best pom-pom.
I love it.
Love it.
So
I'm gonna knit this hat.
My Rhinebeck acquisition, which I've already knit up.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, what is this? Is this worsted?
DK.
Okay, because I have an idea. What if I use
I'm a little nervous.
this and I have my hot pink bubble gum
fun.
Oh, do you remember?
Pure Loco.
Yes. Wouldn't that kind of like maybe?
Yes, that would be fun. That would be really fun.
Right? It would change my gauge because it's this is bulky.
Bulky. Yeah,
but
I would knit the smaller one.
I could just take a
couple. This is the large size.
Yeah.
I would just knit the smaller size.
I might maybe do a gauge swatch.
Like, you take a much out.
Maybe? I don't know, but wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah.
Oh my god. And with a white pom-pom. Yes.
Fun.
Done. Now to knit it. You know what I did finish last night?
No.
My husband's hat.
Oh, I did see. She sent me a sleeping picture.
Yeah. He was so excited. He was
sleeping in the picture, I think.
And
or
it was
just not
creepy.
cooperating
No, he was sleeping.
The picture taking.
He woke up long enough to put the hat on and say, oh, it's perfect. And then he went back to sleep.
Less creepy than if you just sort of put it on him while he was already asleep. Less creepy than that. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Anyways.
So, Rhinebeck purchases.
Okay, back to Rhinebeck. So, I got gifted a few things while we were there.
Ooh, I got a...
Yeah. So, we should say it at the same time.
No, I'm not saying it.
I can say it.
Good for
Yakagami Yarns.
This is the one I got.
Isn't it beautiful? So mine's called Vampires Suck.
Mine is called Autumn Path. Autumn.
So we're gonna...
That's not a word.
We're gonna pop the cherry. Oh my god. It's a tight
Mine
one.
is being paired with this one that I also was gifted, which is from Annie of Knitting It Up. With like a neutral. For a 3-color shawl.
Neutral? Why would you do neutral when you can do this?
Because that's me. And you do you.
I don't know what neutral is.
It's like this color.
Yeah, but wait till you see the rest of the sweater. That's the next story, because this is my Rhinebeck sweater. Alright, so thank you very much. Look at that. Carrie of Yakagami.
So beautiful.
So much fun. So, and then, did you know that Miss Babs gave away...
I did. I didn't make it.
I got like
too many people.
Fistful.
Too many people.
Yeah, so I have more. I've used a couple. So these are what I haven't used, and I just kept going back for more because I love them so much. They're just so cute. But as I was looking at the...
Oh, I would not want to twist all
that's
those.
That's it. Even if you have like one of those fancy hooker things.
No.
Yeah. Sorry.
She's pointing at my fancy hooker over here.
Not at Christina. Oh my god, I didn't mean to point at you. Sorry.
We're close. Apparently.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you a hooker. The hook
I have
side
a skein
Christina.
twister. It's a skein twister. We'll just go with that.
Whew. I don't even know what the full point of that was, but yes, even with that thing, I wouldn't want to wind all these tiny minis.
Nice.
I need a moment now.
She's back. So anyways. Oh, Amanda breathes again. I got 2 more skeins from Primrose Yarn Company.
Ooh, I think you have a favorite.
This one is Morticia, and this one is Kamashu R. They're both on her Adelaide.
As you
base.
were, as you are.
It's a single
as
ply.
I wanted to be. Ooh, look
Single
at the
ply,
speckles.
100%
Look.
merino. Right, they're really pretty. So they're going to grow up to be.
You know what? I love how you think this is neutral, but in reality, there's like a hidden color
There's
story.
all kinds of colors.
Look at the blue. There's blue. Look.
Rhinebeck.
I bet those are hot pink too.
No, it won't be pretty anymore. It's gonna become this. So I also picked up my copy of Pom-poms. It's gonna be this brioche.
Over that way. Here. Oh, up.
Just I don't want to show off any pattern.
Oh right. Oh right.
Pattern begins. I don't want to break my book either. There we go. It's this main part is brioche, and then there's some lace and some ribbing in it. So that is what these shall become. That's my general plan. We'll see when it gets put into action.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I also got.
Ooh.
So this is by Jen, the yarn therapist, and it makes micro stripes. So really it's cool. A blank. So on one side it's this, and then on the other side it's this. So as you knit them, it makes like little tiny, like one round almost. 1
stripes. to 2 rows.
Yeah, like this will be more. But yeah, I'm so excited.
I just had a moment. I'm like, are we actually recording? We are. Which was good. Sitting here yapping for half an hour, thinking we're talking to people, and then we're not. That could be something we would do. We're not
talking to people. We're talking to like an iPad.
Yeah.
With really nice lighting, just so you know. Anyways, yeah, so my micro stripes. So wasn't that make a fun socks?
And was this everybody in the house?
Everybody in the house got one. Okay. Yes. And you know what else we got as a house gift? I'm sorry. I don't mean to like be like, look what the girls did. Okay. So if you're under the age of 18, close your ears. So you think it's a field bag.
Except
fuckity fuck.
I was just at work meeting earlier today, and somebody had that on a bracelet. Yes. I'm pretty sure my other coworker thought I was checking out her boob, but her bracelet.
It makes me deliriously happy to be all like, I'm sedate, I'm normal, I have like field bag, but no.
Somebody knows you well.
And she made these.
That's really nice.
Look, it even has like. So it makes me happy. Sorry, it makes me so happy.
I actually like the print.
If it didn't say fuckity fuck fuck,
it would be a really nice print.
But see, that was what makes it for me.
Oh gosh.
Sorry. Your turn.
I didn't get much else at Rhinebeck. I picked up a copy of Knitlandia.
Ooh, I haven't read that.
And when we went to see Clara Parks, and she signed it for me.
Aww.
Which was lovely. And in that same, what do they call it? The author alley or something.
Oh, it was very claustrophobic.
It was very, very busy.
Yeah.
I also picked up these Cocoa Knit stitch stoppers.
Those are super cute.
And I picked up the little mini colored
Ooh.
stitch markers.
Those are so bright.
Yeah. because I was knitting a pair of socks and I was on the heel increases and I didn't know where it was. So I needed those. And then I think that was it for my, I ran into Sarah and Haley from Plucky, and they were giving out little sample skeins.
Aww.
How cute. Of their new cornrow base.
Ooh. Ooh.
So I grabbed this little fella.
So I got a sample from The Loving Path. And this is her soul sock. I know, it is so like relaxing. Like it's one of those like.
And she's Canadian, right? I think I've seen her at a couple of shows.
Yeah, she does KW. We've seen her a couple times. So you want to see my Rhinebeck sweater?
I'm just gonna go to green. Just 1 second.
I bought special buttons for my Rhinebeck sweater in Rhinebeck because I'm super special like that. But I've lost them. I think they're somewhere in my house.
Just pay your kids $5 to find it.
My kids can't find their own heads. Anyway, so at Rhinebeck, I didn't have my arms done, but I did manage to finish the whole sweater, and now I have arms. So this is my Rhinebeck sweater. I need to do a beauty shoot with it.
Yeah.
So this is my
It's long.
It keeps going.
It's really nice.
Yes, and it's Lady February, and so it's this really great 4-row lace pattern, which was amazing, and then your nice garter bind off, which I love, and then your arms are supposed to do this, and I wish I had, but I didn't read the pattern, so I forgot. So I just did regular arms, and I don't like them as much. I think I might rip them back, or I might even just like rip back and do like a short sleeve sweater. Because I always
push it up,
or even have these, I don't know, like the whole thing, I've worn it
I
rolled
like
up.
3/4 length, just past my elbows.
Yeah, so I think I might rip it back. But this, I posted on my Instagram, yarn chicken, I had like this much left. No joke. Because the arms don't match. Because the arms are the continuation
of the gradient.
The gradient. So somehow I managed to actually dye the exact amount of purple. Somehow. That was enough to do.
Stressful.
And there's only one end. I don't know where it is. I wove it in. But it's somewhere. Isn't that pretty though?
It is really nice.
Yes. So that's my Rhinebeck sweater, which is complete except for the buttons. It's a problem. I might need to buy new buttons because it needs to be reblocked because I blocked it kind of hanging off a ladder at Rhinebeck the night before Rhinebeck.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? At least it was dry because I bought a box fan.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. So it needs to be reblocked, but I wanted the lace is open enough, but I want to kind of change the shape of the sweater. It's too kind of wide. I want it to be like longer and anyways. But I need buttons. I need 3 buttons. So let me know if you know of any like buttons that would fit this.
What kind of buttons did you buy?
Oh my god, they were so amazing. They were like vintage leather covered buttons, and they were like an abstract pattern, and they had all these like bright colors. They had like the purple, green, and blue, and pink and white in them, and they were really pretty.
That sucks.
I hope I find them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my Rhinebeck sweater. It needs a fashion shoot, a photo shoot.
I was knitting on my Rhinebeck shawl.
Oh, the face says
my
everything.
Own shawl. That's how far I got. It's more like an own lap blanket, because a bunch of us from our local knit group were doing these, and then we all laid them out on the floor together. And mine is like some sort of little scrunched up baby blanket.
Yours
like
is so tight.
It's narrow, so now I don't know if I like it as much.
Everybody else
but now
is
that
like
it's by itself,
a good 6
I think
inches.
it was like 6 inches wider, but I still kind of like my gauge.
And I love
I don't want
colors.
it any looser. Like I don't want the gauge any looser. I don't think.
And this part looks really great. Like I wouldn't want this any looser. Oh my god, where's your needle? Your needle's gone.
But this is practically a stitch stopper. Yeah, I took the needle off. I needed it for something else.
But how?
The cord's still there. See?
I know, but where's the?
Fine. Screw the needle in there.
What kind of needles are those?
Signatures.
Really? Oh.
And these shrivel.
I did not know that.
So I think I'm going to keep it as is. I was knitting on this on the way. I knit like all of this on the drive down. But then it got put in timeout because then I wasn't sure I liked it, but I kind of think I like it the way it is.
I think you can continue
I think
on.
so.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I was on the hunt for there, the whole pom-pom debacle, was I had made this hat before Rhinebeck.
That's a great pom-pom too.
And this was the hat I needed the pom-pom for. This is the gable cap.
That
by,
is quite the hat.
Of Her Sister Yarn Co.
Really, I
This is her
like
new
that
pattern.
hat.
And I really like it.
Is that DK?
This is DK. This was knit in Brooklyn Tweed Arbor in the Morality colorway, I think it's called.
It's really pretty.
But I like it. But this is the kind of hat where I can't have any hair tucked behind my ears, and it has to be down.
I
Otherwise,
have a solution. Cut your hair off.
she'll pop up. I'll have to like buzz. Like it's cute like this. This is fine.
I
But
get the
I can't
cute
wear my
little
hair off.
flippies that come out the edge of the hat, and I freaking love them. I think they're adorable.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like a...
Too much hair for this one. So I actually thought about, this is obviously the cast on, but I thought about cutting it and then knitting the ribbing like another inch.
Why don't you just pick it up and do like a fold over brim, but make it like extra long so the fold over...
Why not fold it?
Well, yeah, just cut
I
it off
want
and
to be
reknit them.
longer to like cover my earlobe. See? Earlobe
Yeah.
problems?
Yeah.
Let's cover the earlobe.
When it's minus 30, we need our earlobes covered.
So this is not going to be my...
Look at how pretty her hair looks, guys. It's so pretty.
This will be my keep my ears warm hat. This will be my look pretty hat.
That's your driving hat when you're like, you're only
look at my
cold
hair.
for a few minutes.
Ugh. Hair in my mouth. So, do you have any other whips?
I have a whip, but it's not a Rhinebeck. Are we moving on now?
I don't think I have anything left from Rhinebeck. No. I
Okay.
don't.
So this was kind of exciting. So this is something that I designed last year, but didn't knit my own. Oh, I didn't weave in my ends. Don't judge me. Ooh. Oh, that's cute. That's from Needles Up, isn't it?
No, I can't. I'm trying really hard to remember where it came from. Is that with the yarn, maybe? Is that where it came from? Oh, shoot, now I feel bad. Really do pin on the bag.
It happens.
Moving on.
We're getting old. All right, you ready?
Yes.
This is kind of amazing.
Okay, go.
I made a stocking in my pencil wool.
That is super cute.
And it's worseted, and it's the pencil pattern, but because I knit it in
worsted,
worseted,
turned out stocking size.
yeah. Isn't it amazing? And then I added just a little I-cord here, and it's perfection. And you know what I'm going to do next? I'm going to make a paper one.
Oh, fun.
It's going to be so much fun. It looks so good on my monumental, my fireplace. So my son has claimed this one, my oldest. But yeah. So it's literally the sock pattern down to like my fish kiss slips heel.
Fish lips kiss.
Fish kiss lips? Fish
I don't
lips
know.
kiss.
You know the one we're talking about.
Yeah. And it's just like a regular toe. And this is, so the wool is, well, it's not up in the shop right now because the shop's closed. But yeah, that's what I had. Isn't that amazing? So there's my ends. Don't judge me. We're just going to tuck those in. So someone suggested sewing like an insert for it.
Yeah.
Because it is...
I was wondering if you're going to line it.
Yeah, I think I will. I just haven't gotten my sewing machine out yet. And yeah.
It's super cute.
Isn't that adorable? And it's like a generous stocking size.
Yeah.
It means Santa's going to have to bring
much
extra stocking stuffers.
It's about the same size as the ones that I...
Right? It's a pretty typical. I mean,
Yeah.
this length is not in the pattern, like, because it's obviously in the pattern it's made for your feet. So I just kind of, I like it so that
They're the same.
they're the same. Like when you fold it over, the foot is the same length as the
leg.
That's the word. Anyways, because I just think the proportion makes sense that way, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm super excited.
That was super fun.
So my son freaking loves it, so it works out well. So yeah. And then other than that, the only other thing I knit was my husband's hat, which was just like a gray ribbed hat, which is on his head. He works outside, so he kind of needs it. But you know what else happened, guys?
She just pulled this out of her bag when she got here, and then we're like, where's the other needle?
It's right now on the floor because it rolled off the little table we're using.
Geez.
But yeah, look, like it literally came off.
Ironing board.
the metal. So I'm going to try and Gorilla Glue that back in.
I cast on a pair of socks for my husband. So, discombobulate it. So it's a new colorway
Nice
that
red.
I came out with called Lumberjack. And then my husband liked it, so I cast on a pair of socks for him in it. I originally dyed it to go with these project bags. So I've been working away on that. It's just a 72 stitch. I always knit his socks using Sings. They're a little bit, just a tiny bit bigger than my signature needles. So I found when I knit socks with myself, they're a little bit too loose. So, but they were perfect for his socks. So awesome, but they're 2.25s. So I've been working on those. And then I've been working on my mini Advent projects. My mini skein blanket.
Ooh, you were showing me this today. It's so pretty.
My mini blanket. So I started this 2 or 3 years ago.
This is my favorite one.
This one, yeah, I like this one. This is made with minis that have been sent to me by viewers and, you know, people that follow me on Instagram and customers and whatnot. So they're just like little mini skeins. But then this year I did a mini skein advent calendar. And so this one here is the first one. This is day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And I really like 11.
And it's the 13th, so you're only a little behind.
I'm really behind, like normal.
It's close
I
enough.
picked it up again. I'm enjoying it. Just putting in like a square a day-ish.
I would do that like with my morning coffee. I should do one of these.
I've been sitting down and watching some Vlogmas. I'm not typically a big fan of Vlogmas. I find it really hard to find the podcasts that I like to watch in between all the Vlogmases. But there's a couple of Vlogmases that I've been watching and just while I sit and drink my coffee in the morning. And then I'm even further behind on my Advent 24 stripe.
I do love this colorway. It's so unique.
One. So I'm only on like day 8. I'm not very far at all. But this was a colorway that I came out with. I thought, hey, wouldn't it be fun if I dyed up 24 stripes and then it was like an advent calendar. Obviously you have to knit more than 1 stripe a day if you want a pair of socks, like full length pair of socks for a grown-up person. But you can knit 1 stripe a day as that being your advent, or you can just sit down for 24 days and work on them. However, you know, you want to do that, that's fine with me. I don't care if you don't cast it on. I don't care if you're finished, just as long as you enjoy it. So that's what I did.
I just need to move this needle just a little bit.
Okay. It's pretty tight. And I'm knitting these on Haya Sharps.
I was going to say
which was the only needles I could find.
Especially for 2 at a time, because you like your
I never knit 2 at a time.
knitting.
Yeah, I never knit 2 at a time. But this has been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. There's a lot of people that are knitting it along with me.
There soon.
So, hey, fun times.
Yay!
But that's about...
Yeah, I have no more...
That's all of the...
No more stuff.
Shouldn't
stuffed
fine.
out. What did I say?
Nothing. So, you brought some colorways to show off.
Just 2, but I feel kind of bad because I just realized my store's closed. People can't get them anyways.
Well, will they come back a later time?
Maybe next year.
Okay.
I'm doing this one I saved for me. This will be mine.
I have 2 to show that people also can't buy.
Okay. So this is I realized I labeled it wrong. I sold them as Christmas chocolates, but then I labeled them as box of chocolates. My bad. Isn't it fun? So it's my take on the box of Quality Street chocolates, and they have all of the colors in there, the purple and the red and the blue and the green and the yellow and the chocolate. So this is mine.
That's fun.
This is mine.
I like it.
And then my youngest has requested some Grinchy sock monkeys.
Fun.
So it's the same proportions as my sock monkey with like the gray, red, white, red, but with
Grinchy green.
Grinchy green. So he's getting these with the white mini, which I'm a little scared of making a 7-year-old white minis.
He's a really clean 7-year-old?
No, he's really not. So I think he requested, out of all the Christmas colorways, he said he wanted these.
Yeah,
so I saved this one for him. That's why it doesn't have a label either.
Yeah.
So he's really excited. Oh, look, it matches my lipstick. That's a good red. Anyways, yeah, so that's 2 of my, I think I did 5 Christmas colorways this year, and those are my 2. Those are my personal favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked the blue Secret Santa one too, but this is what I chose for me. So let's see what you got.
I just brought over my 2 of my club colorways. So this one here is October. It's called Spooktacular.
Spooky. I like that purple.
Which has been a favorite for some subscribers.
That's almost the color of my new wall.
It's got like I think it's like a beige or like a cream color. I can't even remember. There is a baby blue, like a charcoaly gray, and like bisque kind of color in there as well.
Very
so that
nice.
was October. And then I'm going to show off November. So if you don't have it and you don't want to see it,
close your eyes.
Look away.
Yeah, with the postage strike, you don't know when everything's arriving.
Real strike.
Some packages take 3 days. Some packages take 3 weeks.
I had
4 weeks, 5 weeks.
Before the strike started,
It's
like
driving
just
me
before,
insane.
my mom had shipped 2 packages to me on the same day from the same post office, like exactly the same time, same size, everything. Yeah. And one arrived 2 weeks ago, and one arrived 2 days ago.
Yeah. I literally have gray hair. Well, no, I don't actually have gray hair, but if I could get gray hairs, this postal strike would have given me gray hairs.
Because really super frustrating.
So frustrating.
But this was the November Club. It's called Winter Sky.
It's very pretty.
It's a 4-striping colorway, all blues, obviously. And then there's 2 mini skeins with it. These are 20-gram mini skeins. And that is because my friend Debbie Reese came out with a new pattern. I think it's called Snowflake Socks.
I'm going to have to look those up.
They're really pretty. So they're you do the ribbing, and then there's like a little color work section, and then I think there's Latvian braid, maybe. Maybe I'm just making stuff up.
Latvian braid.
Anyways, then it goes into like the self-striping bit. So that's why there's 2 minis if anybody wanted to try out that pattern.
That's so cool. Good for you. That's awesome.
These are all gone. They all went to club members, but I do have a couple of these left. And what I decided was my overstock from my Yarn of the Month club, I'm just going to release the overstock to everybody on New Year's Day.
Nice. Smart.
So but there's not much.
Nice.
I'll warn you right now.
Yeah. Love it.
And then I signed up for the Twill and Print is doing a Gilmore Girls Club with Woolberry Fiber Co., a Homespun House, and Knitting It Up. One More Dyer, which is completely slipping my mind right now, but it's a 4-month club. You get yarn and a charm, and I got my first shipment, but I think I'm going to wait until next time, which hopefully won't be 3 months from now.
We are going to sit down with our phones and our calendars and schedule it.
We're going for lunch right after. And we're
oh my god, I'm so hungry. We need to go. Sorry, guys.
We've already talked for like
angry.
an hour.
You know what? I like our podcast because that's just long enough for me. Yeah. And the sun's going away, so...
Yeah. But we're going to schedule it out, so we will be back. But I'm not going to show it off today because I literally just got it yesterday.
Yeah, we'll save it for next time.
And with strike action, I worried that I'll spoil the surprise for people.
Strike.
And I don't want to do that.
I need a martini. Oh. Right? Yeah, anyways. That's a story for another time.
Maybe we should do the scheduling before we go to lunch.
Awesome. All right, so, guys, thanks for joining us.
Yes. And I think it's safe
and
to say...
And being patient with us.
It's probably safe to say Merry Christmas to those of you who celebrate, because...
Happy holidays. Whatever
you
guys celebrate, I hope it's wonderful and filled with family and love and wool.
All the warm and cozy things.
All the warm and cozy things. Have a great holiday season, guys, and we'll see you in January. Bye.